With two senior MSPs began by asking Joan McAlpine of the SNP whether it was legitimate, whether it was right still to pursue demands, as the SNP do, for membership of the single market and the customs union.
Yes, it's an absolutely realistic way forward when you look at the absolutely disastrous alternative that's been offered by the UK government between the catastrophe of no deal and the undeliverable Chequers proposal, which has already been ruled out by Michael Barnier and Mr Juncker. That staying in the single market and customs union isn't the best deal. The best deal is staying in Europe, but we're compromising, and if we can't have that, staying in the single market is by far the best option.
Do you see it, Peter Chapman, as a compromise, or do you see it as unfeasible?
What do you mean, Brian?
Single market.
The single market doesn't respect the vote that we had. It doesn't respect the democratic vote that the people of the UK said they wanted to come out of the EU. Staying in the single market and staying in the customs union does not do that. So that's off the table completely.
But what about the point that Joan McAlpine is making, that in her view those options, removing from those options would be calamitous for Scotland and the UK?
No, I don't believe that. I don't accept that. There is only one deal on the table, and that is a Chequers deal. And if we can all get behind that deal delivers on the EU vote, and it delivers to frictionless trade right across Europe. It delivers on securing our borders, stops paying money into the EU, and gets us clear of the European Court.
Well, Mr Juncker, in his State of the Union address this week, said that the Chequers deal, because it picked and chose, it basically says we want to remain in the single market for goods but not for services.
But couldn't that be a negotiating position by him as well?
Unacceptable. Well, Mr Barnier has been very clear, and he has the mandate from the 27th, right from the start, that you cannot pick and choose bits of the single market. What he's saying is that a free trade deal is the way ahead. Now, a free trade deal is basically losing so much of the access to the market, which is 8 times bigger than
You're shaking your head, Peter Chapman.
I mean, this is all nonsense. It's the usual grievance, building up grievance between here and Westminster. That's all SNP have done, and we know why.
You think it's tactical rather than?
It's absolutely tactical. They're doing this for their own political ends. What we need to see is an SNP government get behind a deal, try to get a good deal for Scotland. That's what the Scottish people want. They want to see this deal done. They want to get the Brexit deal finished.
Final word, John. You don't seem convinced, Jill.
You can't get your own Conservative MPs behind the deal. Lord Heseltine this morning on the radio said that the deal was undeliverable, that they couldn't deliver it in Westminster. So if the alternative's no deal, that's a catastrophe. So we need to look at the single market again.
The more that the SNP peddles this line, the more chance there is of a no deal, because there is only one deal on the table, and if we can get that across the line, we are fine. But if we object to it, like the SNP continually do, the next step is a no deal.
Peter Chapman, Joan McAlpine, Peter Chapman, thank you both very much indeed.